I think we're about ready to convene this meeting. Thank you all for being here, enjoying this wonderful spring weather. And if we could have a roll call, please.
Mr. Ballard?
Here.
Mr. Demakia?
Yes.
Mr. Smith? Mr. Sturgill?
Here.
Mr. Williams?
Here. And at this time, we have a guest for our Pledge of Allegiance. In principle, you introduce.
Yes, please, introduce me.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Millet, for those who don't know me, I'm the principal at Helen Steiner
Actually, you could, I
Rice.
think, stand
Would you
behind
like
the
me to
microphone.
stand here? Okay, come on over here.
That way you're on the website.
We're on the website, there we go. Okay, so I'm Mrs. Millet, the principal at Helen Steiner Rice, and this is Jadiel, a fourth grade student at Helen Steiner Rice. And he was chosen today to say the Pledge of Allegiance and give you all a little background about Jadiel. So we're really excited to have him. So, I'm sorry, this isn't bad. Okay, would you like us to go ahead and start the pledge? Okay, Jadiel, you want to start the pledge over our hands and stuff? Okay, so we're right over here, honey, to the flag. Okay, and you can start it off by saying I pledge allegiance. Ready?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Excellent, thank you. Okay, and Jadiel is going to tell you a little bit about himself and some things that he really likes about being at school here in Lorain. Okay?
Hi everyone, my name is Jadiel Sanchez. I love to learn at Helen Steiner Rice Elementary. I love my teachers and how they help me understand the new things we learn every day. My favorite subjects are math and language arts. My principal, Mrs. Millet, has become my friend and helps me when I need her, even though I give her a hard time sometimes. My parents, Carla and Victor Sanchez, push me to be my best even when it gets rough for me. They are my best friends and I love them. In my extra time at home, I love to build in Minecraft. I love basketball and playing it outside with my dad. My all-time favorite basketball team are the Cleveland Cavaliers, and I work hard to become an all-star player. I also love playing outside and riding bikes with my best friends, Alex and Jomi. My goal is to keep doing really good in school so I can go to Ohio State University and make my dreams come true. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to come say the Pledge of Allegiance for you guys today and tell you a little bit about myself.
Outstanding. Good job. Good job.
Gary, if you could, please, you have a whole crowd of people who came to cheer for you. Can you
Yes.
tell us who they are?
Yeah, why don't you introduce
Go on down the line, introduce them.
That's my grandma. I really love her. And that's my aunt, Kathy. And that's my dad, Victor. We're best friends. That's my mom. I really love her and she helps me a lot. My little sister, that's hiding. And that's my other sister. Her name's Maleshka, and now she's in kindergarten. And that's my godmother, Helena Gonzalez. And that's my uncle, well, my godfather, Carlos Gonzalez, and he's a director. And Helena Gonzalez works at OCC.
Excellent. Very nice.
That's better than I could have done. That was excellent. You did a great job. And so this is for you. I want to present that certificate of appreciation for you. Okay?
Can you do a photo op right here in the middle for the whole family? Come on.
Yeah, a future Buckeye and a...
Exactly. I've got a daughter at Ohio State. She'll save you a seat.
Okay, at this time, we'll entertain our first hearing of the public. If there's anyone who would like to address the board, please come on up if you'd like to address the board. Anyone?
First hearing of the public, is there anyone?
Any takers? All right, we'll have one later on if you choose to speak with us later.
No.
No.
You can have mine. We have some turnover in our building, and there's some loss of the confusion. I can give you a copy of mine though if you want to read long. And I can peek over your shoulder, is that all right?
Yeah.
You got one? Okay, thanks, Jay.
Okay, at this time, we made a motion to approve the minutes from January 9th, organizational meeting, and the January 9th regular meeting.
So moved.
Support.
Discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Ballard?
Yes.
Mr. Demakia?
Yes.
Mr. Sturgill?
Yes.
Mr. Williams?
Yes. Is there any old business for discussion? This time, we'll have report and recommendations of the treasurer, Mr. Hill.
Recommend item 8.01 for approval.
So moved.
Support.
Discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Demakia?
Yes.
Mr. Sturgill?
Yes.
Mr. Ballard?
Yes.
Mr. Williams?
Yes. Thank you, Mr. Hill. At this time, Dr. Graham, report and recommendations of the superintendent.
Thank you, Mr. Williams. I'd like the board to consider for approval 10.01 to 10.08 personnel matters.
So moved.
Support.
Any discussion, gentlemen? Roll call, please.
Mr. Sturgill?
Yes.
Mr. Demakia?
Yes.
Mr. Ballard?
Yes.
Mr. Williams?
Yes.
I'd like the board to consider for approval 11.01 and 11.02 operations matters.
So moved.
Support.
I think we have someone here who might be able to have some comments about this piece. Mr. Hawks, you can bring him forward, please, introduce him.
We have Mr. Larson here, he's with the Sheet Metals Union, and part of this resolution is for all our fire dampers. Fire dampers are anything, if there's a fire within the building, damper has like a little lead, it would melt and shut to prevent all of our buildings for smoke damage or for more fire damage to the ductwork. Mr. Larson here, if you want to say a few words in regards to that, I had the opportunity to visit their training center, and they did display and show us how the dampers work. And this is part of the resolution that every building that we build from this time forward with the resolution, we will be inspecting them, make sure, along with the Lorain Fire Department, and making sure that along with the sheet metals that they are working properly and have been inspected. Dave?
Can you come on up, please, so that the audience can hear you? We can make sure that the audio is going to the TV folks also?
Yeah, we call it fire life safety. You guys have the same, a different type of work under the same name with our group here. But as Jeff said, it has to do with maintaining the fire and smoke dampers in all of your buildings. Over time, work gets done, things happen to them that nobody knows about. And then if they fail and there's a fire, the whole building or a certain part of a building can fill with smoke very fast if these dampers don't close. They're designed to work in a certain way and designed to be installed in a certain way. And that's what we certify our people to do, is to inspect them, do a certified report. It would be presented to the board or your office, Jeff, and then recommendation for repairs.
Okay.
It's a little unique here because we represent the maintenance staff, and I would assume it would be up to the administration, but I assume we would have one or two of your people certified to do some of the inspections, and then if they find fault, then we would help them find contractors to do the repairs.
Now, will this be the first time that we're actually doing this? Is this something new?
It's new for the resolution, along with the Lorain Fire Department, is that we will pass, that we will have this inspected. Normally, a lot of the fire inspections don't get up into the dampers, up in the ceilings and looking for it. So this is part of the push throughout. The commissioners already passed it for the county, for their buildings. So this is just another step for Lorain City Schools to be that much preventative and also to prevent any dampers. Yes, Mr. Williams.
Okay, so these are being installed now, or they're already existing?
Already existing in our building.
Have we ever tested them? I mean, because we have some buildings that are, what, 10? So
There are in all of our buildings, yes.
okay, have we had a process in the past where we've tested them before?
We have not tested them, but we have done just a quick inspection.
Inspection, okay, I see. Okay,
Usually what happens is in an automated system, it'll say that the system's fine, but if nobody goes and physically checks the dampers, you don't know if they're tripped or if they trip, if they'll work. They work like a guillotine blade, most of them. They can either be spring-loaded to work horizontally or fall by gravity. When a certain amount of heat gets in the system, it melts the link, and bam, it closes the system. Or if it senses smoke, then there's damper motors that close the dampers.
Okay.
So you could do a smoke test, the sensors could work, but if something's wrong in the linkage, the motor will actuate, but the blades won't close. The only way to determine that is to open them up and verify it. And that's, as sheet metal workers, we put these systems in, and we're familiar with where they are and how to get to them, and a lot of times there's not even access doors put in so you can see them, so that's the first thing that has to be solved. But it's a largely overlooked part of a building, and in a lot of places. So that's what this is all about.
Any other questions, gentlemen? We have a motion on the floor. Thank you very
Thank you.
much. And if we can have a roll call, please?
Mr. Demakia?
Yes.
Mr. Ballard?
Yes.
Mr. Sturgill?
Yes.
Mr. Williams?
Yes. They were having a bit of a sidebar conversation, and we're in school now, guys.
Yeah, we were talking about this program because,
Sure you
know,
were.
we were really,
I tried that one too when I was in school.
My question was, the original manufacturer who installed those, did they have any kind of a program that we could talk with and discuss and see what kind of a maintenance fee they would have? Or is this a secondary type of a organization that would?
I guess the question is, it's based on the company who installed them. Is there any kind of warranty, or is there any kind of maintenance that they do? Is this going to an outside contractor? Not that it's a bad thing, but again, what are the?
Well, for example, for this building, we do have a warranty, but the other buildings now that they're within the 5 years, typical is what our warranty is on some issues. We would then, like Mr. Larson said, we would train our own staff through the sheet metals, or you could use it outside contractor to come in. But Lorain Fire Department, and we'll have our staff trained in that so we can do the inspections ourselves. They will be certified, Mr. Ballard.
Okay,
Yes.
thank you.
Thank you.
Everything's saved up.
You know that's what I was pushing towards, right?
I'm just glad we're taking the extra step to be preventative to keep our children safe.
Trying to stay safe.
Well, that and of course, in our property. I mean,
Yeah.
we get the kids out, and then you have all the smoke, and then you can't go. Yeah, that's a. At this stage, any new business?
Nope.
Nope. Committee reports, requests from board members? It's going to be a pretty quick meeting. We'll entertain our second hearing of the public. If anyone in the audience would like to address the board, please come forward at this time and.
Yeah, we did.
Both of those
we did
together?
both of them together.
Okay, very good, thank you.
Okay. Okay, whatever works for everybody. Okay. Okay. So our next scheduled meeting is February 6th at 6:30 PM right here. And if there's nothing else, may I have a motion for adjournment?
So moved.
Support.
Roll call.
Mr. Sturgill?
Yes.
Mr. Demakia?
Yes.
Mr. Ballard?
Yes.
Mr. Williams?
Yes.
This has been a production of Lorain City Schools TV 20 WLCS.